Spanish, but I'm a mommy though. Mama need to be exact. All right, so I'm here with your current events for this week. I had to put a pause on yesterday because I was waiting for the election. It didn't come until last night. Oh my God. So, my guy Reginald Davis did not get that win on the vote for mayor of Prichard, Alabama. However, he did maintain great character by congratulating his opponent who did win. So he's clearly not a hater. He's just one whose toes are not going to be stepped on. Period. Now, moving forward, this man is a hustler as he continues to do music with his wife. Y'all gotta follow him on YouTube. Subscribe to his YouTube. I'm gonna post the link. Him and his wife continues to do music. He comes from the military. Like, he has a exclusive, interesting background. Like, I'm so interested in this guy at this point. At this point, I'm a fan. I am. Also, he plans on heading over to CNN to continue his work. So, let's see how this is gonna go. I'm interested. I'm following Reginald Davis from here on out. Alright, so next up, the next thing I'm following is our my people's activity when it comes to brutality and injustice. So during a protest for the shooting of Jacob Blake that left him paralyzed, an officer was knocked out with a brick in Kenosha, Wisconsin during the Black Lives Matter protest. Now, I just have one question. Is this necessary? And what is it worth? So I have two questions. Is it necessary and what is it worth? Why are we, matter of fact, I got a million questions. Why are we okay with constantly hurting people? Why are we so content with taking the same actions and receiving the same results and getting more angry? Yes, the police are wrong. Absolutely. We get that. They are wrong. Two rights make wrongs. We always say it when it applies to us. Two rights don't make a wrong. Let's really make this make sense. Like, and I don't care how corny this might sound, but violence is not the answer. It's really not. I was a fighter. This is coming from a fighter. I would know. Violence is not the answer. I used to fight everything. But at times, you honestly have to accept the things that you cannot change. I'm not saying I have all the answers, but I do have suggestions, like perhaps going to your local precinct in your community and calling a truce. But before you do that, though, go to your ops and do the same thing. Because y'all out here, y'all get it, y'all going at each other, and y'all want to take each other's heads off, and the police have to protect both sides, so they have to protect you, your op, from each other. And then they have to protect your community and your family from each other. And then they have to protect themselves. Think about that for a second. Like, just think about it for a second. I'm not saying that they're right for what they're doing. I'm not saying it would never be okay. It would never be okay. But think about, these are people too. And we want to say Black Lives Matter, let's all be fair. These are people too. We do have black officers. Let's not forget that. We do. And unfortunately at times they fall short and make us look at them like they're less than. But if we're going to say black lives, we're going to talk about all black lives, right? Now, I'm not saying it's cool, like I said, because nothing amounts to being a black person at home, asleep, minding your business, and you just getting shot. How do you live in fear in your sleep? We have to live in fear during our unconscious state. So for us, I'm not saying like, oh, leave it alone, it's not that serious. Guys, we are freaking scared in our sleep. How is fighting, how is killing, how is shooting, how is throwing bricks, like, how does that help? Honestly. I can't take it. And I feel like, honestly, black lives may never matter. So if we're going to keep fighting, it should be for respect. And we're not going to get any respect if we keep repeating the same behaviors. In my opinion, we're not going to get any respect if we keep repeating the same behaviors. So, and I learned that from experience from myself. Jacob Blake's family is begging, literally begging the public to peacefully protest. So if we're not going to respect the police, at least respect the victims. And if you can't respect the victims or the police, then you're no better than the police or anyone else. So let's just stop. Y'all, like, let's just stop. And just, it's tiring. I keep getting caught up with my words. It's just tiring. I want it all to stop. But to finish this piece off, for now, because we will be revisiting this, of course, I just want to say Black people are nice. Black people are kind. Black people are not those negative slurs your ancestors told you behind. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not for the BLM, Black Lives Matter movement. I'm not for it. I am for the Respect Black movement. I don't care to be mattered. I don't care to matter. I do not care to matter to anyone but myself. But I do care for respect. Honestly, I do. All right, and last but not least, school is back in session for some students, not all. My child goes to Success Academy, and we started off today, and it was a really amazing, great start. They're very organized. All of the kids are up and ready and listening. Shout outs to the parents who are prepared for this moment. Success Academy is looking like it's going to be a successful school year. So shout outs to them. Yes. All right, so although Success Academy is back in session, public schools aren't. I don't think all charter schools are right now, but public schools aren't back in session as of yet. And honestly, as a parent, it's hard. As a parent who needs to go back to work for more money, and the fact that our city, state, and country leaders are not making this any better, especially here in New York City, where our freaking Mayor De Blasio suggests that classes can be held in local parks. Will somebody please tell that man, we the parents don't want to hear that crap.
Outside.
Sit kids in a park to learn and then discipline them for not being focused in a park?
Maximum amount they can do outdoors. It's up to them.
We want a real plan. We want real answers. Why is daycare okay and school not? Why? How are we supposed to care for our families with no child care options, forcing us to stay home? Unemployment has ended. The stimulus package is starting to look like a 2080 situation. We have gotten no real answers since this pandemic began. What is really going on and why we the people deserve
the chancellor says many schools
to know
PTAs have been raising money for tents and equipment and encourages schools
the reasoning.
To share.
We haven't gotten any real answers. I can't. When it's on my mind heavy, I can't get it out because it's just there. That's why I have to speak on things. But we the people deserve to know why the entire world is in shambles, America. I just want to know from America because that's where I'm from. But the entire world, the whole entire world is in shambles. And we've gotten nothing but a runaround. Nothing but a runaround. This is disgusting at this point. And who is it affecting the most? Our children. These kids, they were patient online today. But after a while, it's like, okay, you got me sitting here looking at this screen. What about eyesight? We just were going through these things about obesity, this and obesity, that. Now we have to explain to our children, you can't go nowhere. You can't do this. You can't do that. So what are we really teaching? How can we really teach something if we don't even know? We, the parents, don't even know what's going on or how to go about it. We're just literally getting up every day and explaining. So, this is the daily update for today. This is not fair. This is not fair. But we, the parents, are doing the best we can. So, big shout outs to us. And if your child hasn't started school yet, you got this. No worries. Just don't pressure them. It's enough pressure on them. Try to make this work out for the whole entire family. Personally, what I did was I decided to implement my own activities even after the school day is done so that they can understand that, although you're not in school, home is where you learn at as well. And at this point, home is where you need to pay attention at the most because that's where you're going to get an honest answer. Because we really don't know. I'm not saying that the teachers aren't going to give an honest answer. The teachers can only give what they're given. And the same as parents. So just implement your own activities so your child can learn from you and understand from you. Because that's what's most important. We already know what history is. His story. So it's whatever you make it. Let's make it count for these children. All right. Adios, mama, out of here.